Hey, Loot Now fam, what's up? Today we're diving into a lineup of fresh free games on Steam, so let's get into it. Without further ado, let's get down to it. Sport Animals drops you straight onto a wild, animal-packed field where the goal is simple: score, score, score. Pick from a dizzying array of creatures, each with its own colors and gear, and jump into a quick 5-minute match. Whether you're a lone wolf or part of a 3v3 squad, the game adapts, letting you tweak gravity, shot speed, and every other setting right from the lobby. No scripted mechanics, just physics-driven ball and character movements that makes every goal feel earned. Want to watch the chaos? Spectate any game and enjoy a cinematic view of the action. Best of all, every cosmetic and customization option is unlocked from day one. No microtransactions, no paywalls. Sport Animals delivers fast, furious fun, all for free. Summoner's War. Rush throws you straight into an idle tower defense world where every monster feels alive. The art on each creature is crisp, the skill effects pop, and the soundtrack swells just enough to keep your adrenaline high. At launch, you're handed 14 top-tier monsters and all the materials to start leveling them for free, an instant hook for new players, and a generous welcome for veterans. The core loop is deceptively simple. Climb through increasingly tough stages, exploit each boss's weakness, and rack up rewards that scale with difficulty. But the real depth comes from the Sky Island defense mode, where you must slot monsters, play skill cards, and coordinate support abilities to wipe out waves and boss enemies. Magic orbs add a slick progression mechanic. Drop them in battle, and any better gear replaces your current loadout automatically. That means you can focus on strategy instead of micromanaging inventory. For those craving challenge, the 25-wave challenge mode offers twice-eve map size and a leaderboard that forces you to fine-tune card choices in real time. Meanwhile, the Land of Conquest lets you sail an airship, capture zones, and harvest loot from boss critters that boost your stats. Guild Dungeon mode turns the experience into a cooperative sprint, assembling a 50-monster army with guildmates to climb the rankings. Overall, Summoner's War, Rush delivers a polished idle tower defense formula, a generous free-to-play launch, and a variety of modes that keep the gameplay fresh. If you love building teams, strategizing placements, and watching your monsters explode on screen, this title is a must-play. Curtainfall throws you into the spotlight of a twisted theatrical underworld, where every run feels like a new act in a dark circus. From the moment you step onto the stage, the pacing is relentless, fast-paced action that keeps you on the edge of your seat. The combat is a blend of melee combos and flashy special abilities, and the game rewards you for chaining attacks together. You can build devastating combos on the fly, turning a simple swing into a full-blown spectacle. Each cursed circus zone is a unique challenge with bizarre enemies that look like they crawled straight out of a nightmare masquerade. But it's not just about the gunfights. The game weaves a mystery around your character's lost identity, dropping fragments of your backstory between acts. Every time you die, you're left wondering what new clues you'll uncover on the next run. And when the final curtain rises, Curtainfall gives you a performance that feels like an afterlife show, dramatic, cathartic, and unforgettable. If you love roguelikes that combine frantic combat with theatrical flair, this one's a show you won't want to miss. GamerStop Simulator Prologue drops you into the shoes of a budding retro shop owner, starting with a handful of dusty cartridges and a cramped storefront. From the first moment, the game feels like a charming sandbox. You can spend hours scouring garage sales, negotiating with collectors, and restoring old consoles, all while trying to keep the lights on. The core loop, inventory management, repair, and customer interaction works smoothly. The repair system is surprisingly deep for a preview. You can diagnose everything from superficial scratches to internal motherboard failures, and each fix boosts resale value. Negotiating with customers feels personal. Some are just looking for a bargain, others bring in rare finds that can make or break your bottom line. The UI keeps track of your finances, so you can decide whether to run the shop by hand or lean into passive online sales. Visuals are pixel perfect nostalgia with a color palette that captures the feel of a 90s arcade. Sound design is spot on, using synthy tunes that never feel repetitive. The game's pacing is steady, there's plenty of room for long-term planning, but the early chapters don't drag. Overall, Prologue feels like a solid foundation for what promises to be a robust simulation. It's charming, functional, and gives you a taste of the full version's potential. If you love the idea of building a legacy shop from scratch, this preview is worth a look. Hey gamers, let's dive into Magecraft, spell building, the deck building roguelike that's been turning the tabletop into a digital playground. From the get-go, you're handed a handful of basic spell cards, but the real power comes when you start combining over 50 sigils. Think of it like a Lego set for magic, mixed damage, debuffs, buffs, summons, you name it. The system is deep, but the interface keeps it from feeling like a maze. You can see the effects before you commit them to a card, so you're never guessing what your next spell will do. The real charm is the dungeon runs. Every corridor is a new puzzle, enemies change, passive powers flip, and scrolls drop that can completely shift your strategy. One run you might be a tank, the next you're a spellcaster, depending on the random mix of cards and encounters. It keeps the tension high. If you fail a fight, you can either soak the damage or swing back hard to finish the boss. The choice to take the hit or go all out adds a layer of risk that's rarely found in deck builders. There are 3 distinct dungeons, each with its own flavor and set of enemies. The story choices feel meaningful, and the character customization, color palettes, backgrounds, unique powers adds a personal touch. The Abyss mode is a brutal test. Dying means you're back at square one, but that's what makes the payoff feel earned. Overall, Magecraft blends the addictive shuffle of deck building with a roguelike's unpredictability. If you love crafting your own spells and testing them against ever-changing foes, this is a must-read. The only real hiccup? The learning curve can be steep, but once you get the hang of sigil combos, the satisfaction is immense. Give it a shot, you'll find yourself building better decks faster than you can say Arcane Blast. Ghost Code, Escape opens with a promise of simplicity and a hint of mystery. It's a 2D platformer that feels light on the feet. Most of the 18 stages can be breezed through in under 30 seconds. But don't let the speed fool you. There's a rhythm to mastering each level, and the subtle challenges keep you coming back for that satisfying aha moment. What really sets it apart is the art. Forget tile grids and generic backdrops. Every stage is a handcrafted masterpiece, a single art piece that feels alive. The visuals give a taste of the world that will grow into something bigger later on. The story is tucked away, not the main focus, but it's an origin story that hints at the larger Ghost Code universe. It's a neat, self-contained chapter that invites curiosity about what's next. And the best part? It's completely free. So grab a controller, jump in, and see how a simple platformer can build a world that feels both fresh and promising. Ghost Code, Escape is a quick, charming introduction that's worth every second.
Good morning.
Welcome to Endling, the short, quirky, sci-fi mystery that turns a simple, perfect day into a mind-bending puzzle. From the first frame, you're dropped into a first-person world where every choice ripples, changing the scenery, the soundtrack, even the physics of the beach ball you're smashing. It's a game that asks you the same questions you'll ask yourself. What's your favorite color? Would you eat meatballs forever? And why does that dog look so adorable? The developers have polished every detail for its Steam debut. Graphics gleam brighter, the UI is cleaner, and the sound is richer. Rake physics feels more satisfying, and a host of new achievements keeps you guessing. And best of all, it's still free. Dive in, make some outrageous choices, and watch as the world bends around you. Endling proves that freedom, choice, and a touch of loneliness can coexist with high-octane beach ball action, making the perfect day just a little bit better.
Good morning, and welcome to your new home.
Welcome to the grand tournament, the island adventure that turns every fight into a story. From the moment you pick your favorite fighter, you're thrust into a world where every enemy can become an ally. In the solo mode, a 1-hour storage journey lets you test your skill against a horde of powerful foes, each with their own backstory and potential to join your team. The battle system is where the game really shines. It's a hybrid of turn-based combos and real-time defense, letting you chain mini attacks into devastating combos while watching your opponent try to break them. The twist? You can recruit enemies mid-battle, turning a foe into a new party member and expanding your roster from 6 unique characters to a full, strategic lineup. Grinding feels rewarding, not grindy. Level up by battling the island's wild creatures and use the experience to unlock new moves and defenses. Build a party that balances offense and defense, then head into the final showdown. And if you're looking for a social challenge, the LAN multiplayer mode lets you fight friends on a local network, with crossplay support and up to 4K widescreen. The game's handmade art and catchy original soundtrack immerse you in a world that feels both fresh and nostalgic. In short, this is a polished, fast-paced action RPG that rewards creativity, strategy, and the thrill of discovering new allies. It's a must-play for anyone who loves dynamic combat and a compelling single-player story. In Soul Slasher, every match feels like a high-stakes duel where your freedom hangs in the balance. The top-down view keeps you in the thick of the action, and the controls are so simple you'll be slashing before you even realize you're learning. But master those combos, and you'll find the game refuses to stay easy. Choose from 3 distinct classes, each with its own flavor and playstyle, and step into a randomly generated arena every time. The chaos doesn't stop there. Buffs, debuffs, and traps spawn unpredictably, forcing you to adapt on the fly. Whether you're grinding in ranked mode, firing off quick casual bouts, or setting up a private showdown, the pacing stays tight with short, punchy matches. Visually, it's a slick package. The character sprites pop against a clean backdrop, and the animations flow smoothly, keeping the action sharp. Performance stays buttery even under the pressure of fast-paced combat. In the end, Soul Slasher delivers a satisfying blend of accessibility and depth. It's a game that rewards quick reflexes, strategic thinking, and a willingness to keep coming back for that ultimate freedom. If you're looking for a bite-sized, high-impact dueling experience, this is the one to jump into. Deliver Us drops you straight into the chaotic heart of the gig economy, and it doesn't waste a beat. The first thing you notice is the quick turning delivery mechanic. You swipe on the phone, hop on a cramped moped, and race through a city that feels alive with traffic, pedestrians, and the ever-present ticking clock. Every order is a mini-challenge. Grab the right items in a first-person supermarket, dodge a pothole, and deliver before the timer hits 0. The faster you are, the sweeter the tips, but a single misstep can cost you a customer's patience and a dip in your rating. What makes this game feel more than just a frantic run-the-world is the life management layer. Between shifts you can upgrade your tiny apartment, turning a showbox into a cozy loft that boosts your happiness and, in turn, your delivery efficiency. It's a satisfying loop. Hustle hard, earn tips, level up your life, and then get back on the road. The bite-sized sessions keep the adrenaline high without feeling like a grind, while the long-term progression rewards persistence. If there's a downside, it's that the game can feel a bit repetitive after a while. Each delivery feels like a copy of the last. But the humor in the quirky characters, the tension of the time pressure, and the tangible payoff of improving your home keep you coming back. Deliver Us is a fast-paced, oddly addictive look at modern hustle, and it'll leave you wondering if you're ready to take on the city's streets. Hey everyone, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe so you won't miss any of our next updates. Take care and see you next time.